For the real estate exam, you need to be familiar with depreciation and the three types of it. Today, we talk about physical deterioration, the most common form of depreciation, the different kinds of physical deterioration, and more. Hello everybody, it's Zach here from realestatelicensewizard.com. Today, we're talking about physical deterioration. Let's start like always by looking at our definition. So physical deterioration is the loss of a property's value as it ages, wears, tears, or decays. Physical deterioration is one of the three forms of depreciation. Now, while it is a form of depreciation, like functional and economic obsolescence, it is not a form of obsolescence. Functional obsolescence refers to the loss of property value due to obsolete design features, while economic obsolescence refers to the loss of property value due to external factors. Physical deterioration is just the regular wear and tear a building experiences over time. So what is depreciation for those of you who don't know? Well, depreciation is any loss in the value of a property over time from any cause. Again, the three main forms of depreciation are functional obsolescence, economic obsolescence, and physical deterioration. An example of depreciation is if you get a house appraised at $100,000 and 5 years later it appraised at $90,000. That means your house depreciated $10,000. So what is physical deterioration caused by? Well, as much as we don't like to think about it, buildings do not last forever. Mother Nature loves to destroy and wear things out. Our homes, houses, and properties go through a lot. Rain, flooding, snow, wind, earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, and more cause physical deterioration. So what is an example of physical deterioration? Well, one of the best examples would be roofing and shingle replacement. After a while, a roof usually needs a shingle replacement or needs to be replaced completely. Most roofs only last a certain amount of time. During that time of wear and tear, physical deterioration occurs. So what are the two types of physical deterioration? Well, it's worth mentioning we talk about this because this is kind of a controversial subject and it'll be explained a little bit later on. But basically, there's two main categories of physical deterioration: curable and incurable. And those are pretty much just like they sound. Curable deterioration refers to the form of deterioration that's economically possible to repair. For example, maybe there's some old paint that's deteriorated and dealing with that could eliminate the problem. It's curable, it's fixable, and it's economically feasible. Here's a quick list of examples of curable deterioration and their respective fixes. So obviously you can see on here repairing heating cooling systems, dealing with roof restorations, chipped paint, faulty wiring, loose tiles, things like that. Now let's talk about incurable deterioration. So this one is obviously incurable, meaning the cost of repairing an item surpasses the value it adds to the structure. The item is considered incurable even if you can fix it. An example of that would be a foundation of a property. Let's say it's faulty. There is no way of handling that without completely altering the property. Here's a list of more examples. So maybe there's smoke damage, a broken foundation, damaged sewer lines, severe termite damage, things like that. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier about that controversial. So there is a third type of deterioration, but it's not generally accepted everywhere. Some appraisers use the phrase short-lived physical deterioration, and basically what that means is that it wears out faster, or the items that wear out faster than the improvements themselves. So what does that mean exactly? Well, suppose that an original AC unit on the house is old and not the most energy efficient. However, while it's not the most energy efficient, it's still completely functional. It might not be worth replacing the AC unit since the original unit still works perfectly fine, and you can get a few more years out of it. If that's the case, it is called short-lived incurable physical deterioration. Boy, try to say that 5 times in a row. But basically, yeah, it's called short-lived incurable physical deterioration because while right now there's no reason to repair or replace it, eventually it will be. And like I said, this one's not generally accepted everywhere, so just keep that in mind. So what do you need to know for the real estate exam? For the real estate exam, you need to be familiar with depreciation and the three types of it. Today we talked about one of those types: physical deterioration. Physical deterioration is the loss of a property's value as it ages, wears, tears, or decays. Now, there are 2 to 3 types of physical deterioration, and you need to be familiar with those as well. If you can understand all of that, you are good to go, and you're one step closer to acing that real estate exam. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about appraisal techniques and practice for the real estate exam, click the video here. And if you enjoyed this video and like this channel, subscribe here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.